All right, everyone, I'm back and I'm doing a revival on a sentimental guitar for a person. And this is and it's not logoed or maybe somebody took it off. This is an artist LP60 bolt on neck, plywood body. It's a I'd say chambered guitar, and this thing was in really rough shape, and apparently it belonged to someone and it meant a lot to them, so they wanted to get this thing back playable. So it's had new tuner's nut, it's had a lot of fretwork, and it's still really rough, but it's playable now. It's had two Bourne's pots. uh, the back two pots are the original pots. They still worked good, and they felt about like a CTS pot. And original jack, original switch. I did have some Entwistle Dark Star pickups that I put in it, and those pickups are very close to like a Gibson Dirty Fingers pickup. It's kind of, a lot of people just don't know about it and it flies under the radar. So if you want to, like a Gibson Dirty Fingers pickup set that is fairly reasonable, these are the ones. A trick on these, I use the Bourne's pots on the front two pots, your volume pots, because generally that's the ones you want to move pretty quick. Then on your tone pots, I usually use like a CTS or something a little tighter. That way when you set your tone control, it's going to hold where you set it at. And anyway, let's get into it and see what this thing's going to sound like here. Alright guys, so that is just a little bit of overdrive through my Marshall, and I'm hitting it with a Aries Effects Liver Kick, which is a clone kind of a TC integrated preamp. And let's do some cleans here and see what it sounds like. So let's get into it here. Alright, that was for all the people that say I never do cleans. There's the cleans. So the whole choice behind these Entwistle Dark Star pickups was where this is basically a plywood body. It needs a pickup that's a little bit higher output to overcome that, and I think it did. I think this guitar sounds a lot better probably than what it would have new. This guitar kind of reminds me of the old Hondos, and I think it's probably from the time period of the lawsuit guitars and such. I don't know a lot about it. I like everybody that knows anybody about it just to comment on the video and give me some info. And thank you all for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.